Hello, and welcome to Accelerate You, where we hope to inspire and encourage small business owners and entrepreneurs with low cost and often free resources in their area. I'm Dr. Gina Messer-Node with the Eastern North Carolina Center for Business and Entrepreneurship here on the beautiful North Carolina Wesleyan University campus. My guest today is no stranger to the Rocky Mount and the Tri-County areas. We have Miss Tiara Norwood here with us today to talk about all things marketing. Tiara, I'm not sure if we have an audience member that doesn't know who you are, but just in case you don't, will you please take a minute or two and tell us who you are, a little bit about your background, and a little bit about your business?
Okay, no problem. So my name is Tiara Norwood. I am the former Small Business Center Director for Nash Community College. My background is in business and economic development. I have worked in previous roles with the City of Rocky Mount and Department of Commerce with the Main Street and Rural Planning Center. Currently, I operate a marketing and business development firm. We focus on virtual reality business development and digital marketing services. So that has been fun, just introducing entrepreneurs to the metaverse.
Oh, most definitely. And when you talk about marketing, where do we begin? Where to begin? So we've got entrepreneurs out there. We've got small business owners out there today. They know they need to do better. They know they need to do more with their marketing. Where do I start?
I think the first thing is understanding what marketing is. Marketing sometimes people think is sales. Marketing is not your sales. Marketing is what you say and how you say it to get people to understand the service and product that you offer. Once you start putting funds in it and you're buying advertising time, that moves from marketing to advertisement. But the marketing and the advertising should equal sales. But I think knowing up front that your marketing is not your sales is the biggest thing. Once you understand what marketing is, creating a marketing plan. You can do so many different things when it comes to marketing, but you want to make sure that it's beneficial to the company and it's strategic. So completing a marketing plan helps you identify who wants your product. So if you have a product that is $10,000, your target audience wouldn't be a person that makes $10,000 a year. And so knowing who your target audience is, you know how to market to them and you know where to put that marketing material so that it gets to the people who'll buy your services.
Okay, so let's dive a little bit deeper there. You're absolutely right. Marketing dollars can get expensive, and so we want to be strategic.
Yes.
How do I know? How do I know that person isn't my target person? What are some of the things that I can do? What are some of the things that you can help me with so that I know that I'm marketing to the right person?
Okay, so when you think about your business model, you think about what need is satisfying. So who would purchase this? If you have a new brand of baby diapers, then of course a mother with babies or someone expecting to have a baby soon. Once you identify who that target audience is, then by creating the marketing plan, it says, okay, so this is who wants your product. Now, where are those people? What social media are they on? Where do they visit? Do they go to the grocery stores? Do they go to gyms? So that way you could put maybe flyers on bulletin boards in areas where your target audience is, or you can be on the social media that your target audience uses. So what we recommend is when you're doing the marketing plan, just write out the qualities and the interests and the hobbies and the activities of the person that would purchase your service or product, and then we build a marketing plan based on what those qualities are. So if you have a product and we are trying to find parents, then we would use the school system. We would use nonprofits that target kids. So everything that you do with your marketing is strategic and ultimately puts your brand in front of people who would utilize your services.
Those are great points. I heard you say two things. I heard you talk about social media.
Yes.
Then I talked to you. You said the old school word flyers.
Yes.
So tell us there's so many different ways to market. What are some of those ways that people are using in 2022?
Well, I can say the most traditional form of marketing is your business card, of course. Business cards are also evolving. So if you do not want to use the traditional hard copy business card, you can use QR codes that link people to your contact information. You can use an NFC business card, which is connected it to your phone, and a person can just tap your NFC card and get the information. There's also something called nail chips, and you can download all of your contact information, your website, to a nail chip, get it painted over, and then people can tap your phone to their phone to your nail and pull up all of your business information.
Oh my, that is Star Trek. I have not heard of that before. Yes. Let me see those nails. Do you have one of those chips?
Actually, my chip is not on. It'll be on today.
Wow, wow. Now, I got to stop you there.
Yes.
I want to talk about QR codes. I want to talk about the NFC, but the nail chip. Now, I just assume you're not walking in any salon to get that done. Is that something that you manufacture yourself, or how does that work?
Well, you can go anywhere to get the nail chip put on. So my company, we actually order those and preload them for our clients. And so contact information, if you have an event going on and you don't want to walk around with flyers, we can load that information so that people can tap your nail and then pull up the event information and buy tickets. So we do load those, and then you can take them to any nail salon and just say, hey, I just want this up there. It's very flexible, it's small. You put it on the nail, and then they can paint it with gel or whatever other fingernail polish you'd like to use, but it's very discreet, and so women, it's trending, especially if you're going to be out in the summer and you're going on vacation.
And you don't want to take all this stuff to the beach or on vacation. You just have it on your own. And let's not leave out our men, because we can do it in clear, right?
Yes, we can do it in clear.
They can do it in clear.
So men can use nail chips as well, but that is definitely the most traditional form of marketing. As soon as you tell someone you're a business owner, they're like, where is your card? I would like to keep in touch with you, or how can I reach out if I need your services? So I would definitely recommend the first thing being that traditional business card. Flyers, although we have moved to more of a digital flyer world, people still can't ignore flyers on your windshield. So there are some traditional methods such as press release that also work, but digital marketing and being online is definitely the latest trend for marketing, and is here to stay.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit more. Let's say I'm an entrepreneur in a particular field, and I'm great in my field. I'm not so great in marketing, but I'm great in my field. And you start mentioning digital, and I'm just panicking because that's not my thing. That's not what I do, right? How do I learn those skills? How do I get in contact with someone like you?
Okay. Well, I would say there are definitely a lot of resources to teach yourself how to use social media for your business. One platform that I would highly recommend for any entrepreneur would be the Verizon Digital Ready platform. They have self-paced classes on there, but the biggest incentive is if you do the classes, they offer you the opportunity to apply for a $10,000 grant.
Wow.
So, you learn and you create new skills and you learn how to use social media, but you also get the additional incentive of being able to get capital for your business.
Now say that one more time for our audience. This is Verizon?
It's Verizon Digital Ready. So if you go to Google and put in Verizon Digital Ready, it'll bring you to their website. It's free to sign up. They have classes for all different type of topics, and you sign up. It's self-paced, mostly about 16 minutes to finish a course.
That's nothing. 16 minutes. Nothing.
16 minutes. And once you complete a course, after 2 courses, that's when they open up the portal for you to do the grant application.
Wow, that is fascinating to know.
So that is one of the best resources for self-paced learning. Of course, there are plenty other resources out there. The biggest thing is just to look at other social media with a new set of eyes. Because if you know that people are strategically using social media for marketing, well, look at how they're doing it. So look at the TikTok videos from a new set of eyes. How are they getting people to want to work with them or purchase their product? And once you actually on the platforms, when you sign up for an account, they have help sections. So don't forget the Facebook help, the Instagram help. Look at what they have on their platform to help you use their platform for your business.
So let's back up and talk about TikTok for a minute, because you and I have talked about this before. TikTok has evolved. It's no longer just goofy videos. People are using it for serious, legitimate business.
Yes.
But you also have told me, and I think our viewers need to know this, if you don't want to just be watching the cat videos, you can filter those out.
Yes.
So walk our audience through that. How would I do that? Where's that?
So on my TikTok, when I sign in, I no longer see people dancing. I have gotten my TikTok algorithm to only show me entrepreneurship, only show me business videos, and only show me things that are going to get me off of the app and learning something else. So what I do is I recommend going to the search bar and whatever your field is. So if you do custom sneakers, we'll go to the search bar and put in custom sneakers. See how other people are using video to market how they make those custom sneakers. Video is very big nowadays. People know how to read, but people don't know how to read. So we can put all of the information in front of them on a flyer and hope that they can understand what the service is that we're offering. But offering them a video where they can see how you do what you do, or they can just engage with your personality as you give them the information. TikTok has allowed for business owners to utilize that platform to promote their business while also getting potential clients and customers to really see who they are as a person by showing them their personality. TikTok has done a really good job with trying to develop businesses. They actually have a business development department. So if you are interested in using TikTok for business, they also have webinars, classes, and PDFs where you can learn step-by-steps of how to strategically use it for business. And once you start looking into those things, your algorithm is automatically going to change. So you'll start seeing those business-oriented TikToks, which some of the information that I have learned just off of TikTok has blown my mind. The Keeper Tax app that I showed you.
Yes, we talked about.
I actually saw a video on TikTok about how someone was using it to get write-offs. And I said, well, let me download it for my business, and it was awesome. So now I share it with everyone. I'm like, if you don't have a CPA yet, at least get started with Keeper Tax. So.
Well, and I know we're here to talk about marketing, but I think we also need to let our audience know it's always so important to get a good foundation with an accountant, with an attorney, get that business plan, that marketing plan, get all those foundation pieces in order so then you can go do what you love to do, whether it's sneakers or marketing or whatever, right?
That's correct.
This nail stuff, this nail chip, which I'm fascinated about. I'll be having one of those next week.
Look, I'll come back by.
Come back by, please. Oh, yes, I want to show our audience this. This is fascinating. Just briefly, QR codes. I happened to be with Nash County Travel and Tourism a couple of days ago, and we were talking about QR codes, and they talked about Barbara Green was talking about that they started implementing the QR codes during the pandemic, and they've had such an overwhelming response. And the QR code allows Nash County Travel and Tourism to track. So they'll know how many times people are clicking on the code to get your information, to download your menu, to check in, and so forth and so on. But that QR code, sometimes that just looks like a little ink blob on a piece of paper.
Yes.
So explain to our audience exactly where that is, maybe a little history behind it, and why it's so important in 2022 that we start adding that to everything.
Okay. And I will say the QR code has come a long way. Initially, I think a lot of people were reserved about using the QR code because they thought you had to have a special app to read the QR codes. And now you can just do it with a camera, your camera phone.
That's correct.
The importance of a QR code, especially in a post-pandemic world, you still have some people who are hesitant to touch menus and to pick up items that everyone has had access to. So the QR code allows them to just safely get a copy of whatever that product or menu or flyer is. There are so many ways to make a QR code. If you go to Google again and just put in free QR code generator, they have some really easy websites where you just type in the website you want it to be linked to, or the words that you want to show up when they actually use the QR reader. I definitely would suggest moving forward with QR codes because you don't have to have separate business cards. If you are promoting your business but also promoting an event, well, the QR code can bring them to a landing page with information for both. So it's definitely some benefits. It makes it very convenient for both the business owner as well as the people that you're trying to get the information out to.
Yeah, absolutely. And just want to stress one other thing. Yeah, I think it really took shape during the pandemic, but it's hanging around, and it is a cheap way. It is probably one of your budgeting marketing ideas, maybe for our audience here a little bit later.
And I will say, I have some businesses that I've worked with, and they were constantly going through menus. And so instead of us continuing to print menus, I said we're going to do a QR code and just have them take a picture of the QR code. And it's helped cut costs for them as well, because they no longer have to pay me every time they change their prices. We can just simply get them to go in there and add the prices on their link, and then it shows in real time the changes when the clients or customers take a picture of the QR code.
Yeah, it is really, really, really amazing.
Very convenient.
So let's go back to the fact now. So I've worked with you a little bit. We've got my marketing plan. We've explored a lot of different types of marketing, but I don't have any money. What can you do for me on a budget?
Well, there are definitely some ways to market your business on a budget. I will say one of the biggest things is brand ambassadors. If you are starting a business, it's because you have a product or service that someone paid you for and said you did good, and you're like, I'm going into business now. So for those people who actually used your services before you were a legitimate business, they still count as customers. So using them as to do reviews, or to go to Google and do a review, or to share your page on their Facebook. We want to make sure that people that we interact with have a good impression of us, so that they can then promote our business on our behalf. That is a free way to market your business through what I call brand ambassadors. With those clients, you also could create a referral program, and it really incentivizes them being that brand ambassador for you. Aside from using clients, I would definitely recommend everyone creating their Google profile. There's several different benefits of being on Google. We live in a digital world, and so if you tell me that you have a business or you provide a service, I am going to Google it. Most people do now. And so by not being on Google, you don't have that additional credibility as being recognized as a business. Google does allow you to put your business on Google for free. And one thing that people really don't know about Google is if you don't have a website, they will allow you to create a free website through Google. If you just need a basic page to give people information, to let them see pictures, to let them see their price list, Google gives you enough room with that free website to be able to do that. It also gives you that website button. When we Google, we see directions, we see call, and we see website. Having a free website through Google gives you the button. People want to find you online, and that's a free way to market your business just by being on the search engines. You have Google. You have Yelp. And what people don't know about Yelp is if you're in your car and you're asking Siri to pull something up, or you're using your maps, they pull that information from Yelp. So if your business isn't listed with Yelp, you're not going to show up. So, but aside from those free ways, networking. Networking is one of the biggest ways to promote your business and do marketing on a budget. People like to meet the real person. So your social media can be great, but it looks business, and there's no way for them to see who you are and what your personality looks like unless you're doing video. But by networking, you're putting yourself around people who can help you find clients, as well as people who could potentially be clients. I've seen so many people grow their business just off of networking. And again, it doesn't cost anything to network. Using LinkedIn, a lot of entrepreneurs are not on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is a great way to connect with people in your field, as well as to do business-to-business marketing. I really think when I was graduating from broadcasting school, they said, don't leave here without a LinkedIn. I created a LinkedIn account. I reached out to a radio producer and I said, hey, I just graduated broadcasting school. Can we have coffee? That is actually how I got started in radio. He then hired me to be a copywriter for his station. So I started doing radio commercials just off of a LinkedIn message requesting for coffee. So people underestimate the power of networking sometimes, but it is, again, a very on-budget way to do marketing for your business.
I think LinkedIn is a very powerful tool, especially if you work it. I have seen great success with my entrepreneurs and my students. I encourage everyone to get the basic LinkedIn page, if nothing else, because once again, it's a free. It's a free. And for your headshot, make sure you have a decent headshot there, so because you want to have a professional image to go along with your professional brand. But yes, LinkedIn is. I totally agree with you there. If you work it right, and if you're willing to take those chances, messaging people saying, hey, would you meet me for coffee, or fill in the blank.
And when I tell people, when it comes to the LinkedIn messaging, people are more responsive to strangers on LinkedIn because it's a networking platform. Whereas if I send you a message and we're not connected on Facebook or Instagram, you're going to go into a whole nother folder, and I might not check that folder. But networking on LinkedIn, that is what that platform was really created to do. And so people are responsive there. And I will say, as far as the professional headshot goes, reach out to your local chamber. The chamber here in Rocky Mount, I've seen some events going on there where they've done like $25 headshot events. I think they have some more coming up in June. So if you don't have a headshot, investing $25 in yourself to have a professional headshot is definitely worth the money.
Yes, most definitely. We had the chamber here with us a couple of weeks ago, and they also offer a lot of opportunities for networking.
Yes.
But you're right; it really is a $25 investment.
Yes.
And it's a photo that you can keep for a very long period of time. So it's not like something you have to change up all of the time.
And can I also share,
Sure.
We have a lot of people who are experts. And if you are an expert in your field, another great way, and of course, budget-friendly way, is creating a YouTube channel or hosting a podcast. I know when I'm looking for how to do something, how-to on YouTube. And so if you're a company that offers roofing, if I'm a homeowner, I might look up first a DIY way to fix it, and your video might come up with a way of how I can do it myself. But if it looks a little complicated, I then know that I have a business that I can reach back out to and get it done for me. To do videos and DIY is very big on YouTube. So being the company that provides that video, you're then marketing your business because these people are the experts. They taught me through their YouTube videos, and so if I ever hear anyone needing that service, or if I need that service, I know a company that's very knowledgeable that I can reach out to. Podcasts are trending. Authors, so if you have a book and maybe your book is not doing as well as you thought it could do, we'll create a podcast where you're reading that book. You're encouraging sales because you read that book to them once a week. Maybe they don't want to wait till the next week to hear the next chapter, and that encourages sales. Podcasts, I listen to a podcast that is all about the things that your parent didn't tell you. So it might teach me how to clean a stain with a household product that I would have never thought of. But I listen to that podcast because I know I'm going to learn something. But if I ever have a question that's kind of off the wall, I also know a contact for who I can email to get an answer for whatever that question may be. But definitely podcasting and YouTube videos is also a budget-friendly, actually free way to promote your business.
Well, so the first thing that comes to mind when you say video is so many things I hear from my entrepreneurs. It's that video. No, I don't want to be on film. No, I don't want to. I mean, there's just real anxiety I can see. Right. Walk us through that. I mean, I tell everyone eventually they're going to meet you. Yes. So, sooner or later, whether you put a video out there or not, they're going to meet you. So what do you tell your folks when you mention video and you can see that anxiety? And does it have to be a fancy video, an edited video? No, it doesn't. So tell us a little bit about that.
And I will say, I have been that person. I do not like video, and so I tried to stay away from it for a long time, but I found out you can't run from video. That is what people are looking for now. It gets the most engagement. What I tell people is you don't necessarily have to be on camera. You have people who, if their niche is reading the Bible, you may see only the Bible pages. You don't have to be in front of the camera, but if you want a person to represent the company that's not you, find a brand ambassador that is solely for your videos. And no, they They don't have to be done by a professional videographer. There are so many easy ways to set up your camera phone to do exactly what you would eventually, once your budget increased, be able to hire a professional to do. But there are some tools. Like I said, with TikTok, they are working more towards business development. So they have the creator fund. And so you go to the website, you go to the creator account, and it has tools to show you how to do the captions, what videos get the most engagement, what topics you should do if this is your field. So there's help for those videos. One thing that I like to do for my clients is use stock video, because you can find industry specific stock videos. They have free stock videos out there as well, and you can customize those. I have used a lot of platforms where there are people in the video, but they are not necessarily us. So there are ways around being in front of the camera. But if you want to show your personality, and really, especially if you have a service-based business and you're going to be working one-on-one with them anyway, then you probably want to get comfortable at least doing a quick 10-second video. They did say the most engaging are 7 seconds. So if you can just do 10 seconds of just a quick tip, or promote a special that you have going on, or tell someone why they need this service. A lot of times, a person might need a service that you offer, but they don't know. So how can you make a quick video just to catch the attention of someone who needs your service and didn't even realize that they needed it?
Very good, very good. And you're right, our attention span is very short, so it's a great thing to know that we can do things in 7 seconds, 10 seconds. All right, so we're coming close to our time, and there's so many more questions I have for you, but in our last few minutes here, where's the future of marketing? Where are we going, Tiara?
Okay, and I will definitely say the metaverse is coming.
Metaverse? What the heck is that? She's talking about nail chips in the metaverse.
So everyone's familiar with Mark Zuckerberg. He created Facebook. He has now transitioned the name from Facebook to Meta, which a lot of people have noticed. But he wants to create a new type of social media, a more interactive social media with virtual reality. A lot of people already have the Oculus VR headset, but they think it's just for games. There are already ways to monetize your business through VR, as well as create global brand awareness from the comfort of your own home. So definitely learning how to get your business in VR and use VR for your business is one of the trends for the future. The digital marketing piece, right now we kind of say, hey, you can do traditional, hey, you can do digital, but the future is going to require digital marketing. You're going to need an online presence. Right now there's a push on people getting websites, but as you'll notice, yes, websites, they're still needed, but more companies are getting mobile apps. So we work with companies to teach them how we can make it, or they can make it with no coding. Having a mobile app for your business puts you in the palm of your client or your customer, and so they can always access it. The click of a button, for some reason, is more simpler than just typing in the web address. And so you'll see a lot of companies are now using mobile apps, and you get incentives if you download the mobile app. They also use this for email capture, because people get off of Facebook, they take fast from social media, they delete their social media, but it's not very often that a person changes their email address. And so being able to capture email, you can always reach those people through email marketing. So making sure that you have something in place to email capture, thinking about the future, does your business, would your business benefit from having a mobile app? Looking into the ways that you can use the metaverse to promote your business. Currently, there are people who cannot afford brick and mortar locations, and so they're creating virtual locations. We have Wendy's, who already has a virtual location in the metaverse. They're cash registers accept cryptocurrency. You have Target, who's coming to the metaverse, and they're currently hiring. Companies don't hire to spend money unless they're going to make money. So just keeping an eye out on those trends and making sure that your business model keeps that in mind for your marketing. And then the two other things I just want to mention is geofencing and affiliate marketing. The use of influencers. With the affiliate marketing, I can hire you to do your videos, but then give them a link to buy from me. So that's really the best way to summarize what affiliate marketing is. But with geofencing, I don't know if you've ever been at a certain location and you're scrolling on your phone and you see these ads that are local to you, but you are not familiar with that company. Companies can now target specific areas and market to people through their phone based on their location. And so that's geofencing, and you have a lot more marketing companies offering geofencing, but it's, again, a growing marketing trend and, again, the future. As people start doing more delivery services and they're not out and about as much, well, I don't think we have that to worry about because we are so ready to be back outside. But being able to target people based on their location really helps you to reach your target demo.
So, wow, we've covered so much, and she mentioned cryptocurrency, which is probably a topic in itself that we need to talk about. I want it all. So how do I get a hold of you? Tell our audience all of your contact information.
Okay. Well, you can definitely like our Facebook page. That's Agence Professional Solutions. So AJON''S Professional Solutions. You can also find us online at www.agenceprofessionalsolutions.com. And send us a message, book time to connect. We would love to help you with your marketing and prepare you for the future.
Oh, yeah, because the future is coming. And I think you're right about the phone, where it's just very convenient, right, to pull it all up on our phone.
Yes.
So once again, they're expensive, but it's kind of an investment now, and it can be your pocket computer, and you don't necessarily have to worry about the desktop and all of that kind of thing anymore back at the office. Just take it with you.
Yep. You save a lot of money on printing as well once you transition to more digital marketing services.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, Tiara, I have certainly enjoyed having you here this morning. As always, I'm so excited. Oh, and just briefly, you have some classes coming up in virtual reality.
Yes.
Tell us when and where are those going to be?
Okay. So on Tuesday of next week at 5:30, we'll be doing entrepreneurship in the metaverse. You can actually get tickets on my website or on Eventbrite. And then coming this fall, I'll be working with the Small Business Center at Edgecombe Community College, and we'll be offering some classes on how to create a mobile app using no coding. As well as doing some childcare specific marketing classes, because childcare has always been more traditional word of mouth, and we just want to make sure that they are transitioning to digital marketing as well as preparing for the future.
Now, I know that most of these classes are low cost or free. I think your Eventbrite classes start at like $25 to sign up, and then the Edgecombe is...
Yes. So those are free.
Those are free?
Any
Okay.
through the small business centers or through SCORE, those would be free classes. If they are offered through Agence Professional Solutions, our tickets are $25, but we do offer one free webinar a month. So there's always a different topic each month. So definitely go to the website, give us your email, and we'll subscribe you to our newsletter, and you'd always be able to stay in the know with those classes.
Yeah, that's just wonderful. That is just, and $25 is no money, really.
It's an investment.
You
get information that's going to make you a lot more.
You can't even get lunch for two people for that. So that's just wonderful to know. And so you're getting the nail chip tomorrow?
I am. Well, I'm actually getting it today.
All right.
The one I took it out the pack wrong, and so I damaged it, and I had to get another one. So I'll be getting that today. I'm going out of town this weekend, and I did not want to take business cards, and so I need my chip.
I want you to snap a picture of that and send that to me later.
Will.
That's just fascinating.
And I'll put a video on how to use it on my Facebook page.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. Definitely. As she said, being a brand ambassador, like it, comment, share. It's free. She can do the same thing for your company as well. So those are things that we can all do for each other to help in moving things along. So, are we done?